Chicago Bridge Magazine.
Tune in live. iHeartRadio.
IntellectualRadio.com.
You ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough money.
Tune in to the B Smoove radio show.
Miss Bling, Brandon Cox on your radio.
iHeartRadio.
IntellectualRadio.com.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Brandon Cox, aka B Smoove. This is the first show, man. I got some great people in the house, along with my mother, Carla Cox Naphtali.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and we got some hoopers in the building. Y'all know that's my demo. We got the one and only Amari Sawyer in the house. What's happening? And Wanda Paul Blue Demon. Got the big guy Jimmy Sanders.
What down?
Western House Warrior Malcolm X College. You got Sterling Tate, the one and only.
What's up, B Smoove?
Yes, sir. Marshall Commando in the building. Sean Harrington, what's good?
Yes, sir. Commandos for life.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me, B Smoove. Good afternoon, everybody.
Man, great. Happy to be here. You know, it's been a long time coming. Definitely glad we're in a place to be today. So we're going to jump right into it. We got some cool things we're going to talk about, along with the basketball tournament with Jimmy Sanders. What's this, your second year?
It's the third year.
Third year
of the alumni basketball showcase.
Right.
Me and Sean
Right.
putting on. So West House this year should be good.
At Western House, y'all make sure y'all get up, give them the information. What time the game start?
First game started at 10. Last game at 6. We have a lot of great people in the building. Patrick Beverly,
Totally.
a lot of legends, Hall of Famers, and we there all day, y'all. Good basketball.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I had an opportunity to play last year with my high school, Austin Tigers. We didn't do too good last year, so hopefully we do all right this year. But Amari, man, the man with the rock, man, you ended my high school career.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Great team under Landon Cox, man. Amari Sawyer. Tell me, man, what's been up? What you got going on?
Man. Been doing a little coaching on Main Street.
Yeah.
Finna get back in school at DePaul, starting this month.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's great. Jimmy, I hear you got some great things going on in the city, man. Other than the basketball, I see you always pushing stop the violence, man. You know, we got so much madness going on in the city. Man, enlighten me what's going on. What else you doing?
Yeah, it's it's a lot going down in the city right now. A lot of our kids being killed, senseless violence, and reach as many kids as we can.
Exactly.
So I'm throwing events all the time, so at least they'll be in the gym room with me. I know they won't be on the street, so we both got our foundation, and we're building strong. We're just trying to make a difference in our community.
Totally, I'm constantly seeing it, man. You know, every time on Facebook and hearing a lot of great things you guys are doing. Sean, it's been up, man. How that thing going, bro?
Man, I'm blessed. I can say that much. I'm definitely blessed
Yes,
for the
sir.
situation I'm in. I'm definitely blessed. I got no complaints. Like Jimmy said, we just out here trying to reach back to this youth, man,
Totally.
and trying to get some of them on the right track. Like I say, the Stop the Violence event coming up this weekend. It's gonna be it's basketball, but it's a family event for everybody. Bring out the kids. It'll be a lot of in-act stuff for the kids, t-shirt giveaways, things of that nature. So it'll be Sunday. It'll be a great day. So hopefully everybody will come out. Like you said, we doing camps and things in the summer. With my foundation, Sean Harrington, No Books, No Ball. Every athlete know that, no books, no ball. That's just what it is. And our vision is basically trying to get kids to use sports as a tool to continue their education. My education.
Exactly.
I was lucky enough. So basketball, baseball, football, chess. I can sit here and proudly say that Marshall has won 2 state chess championships. How many people can say that?
That's
So
awesome.
so we got kids going to school, chess, trying to start lacrosse.
Right.
So many different adventures, man. Just trying to expand our kids' horizons, let them know that it's more to life out here than the west side and south side of Chicago. And I mean, whether it be sports or the next attorney, or the sky's the limit for our kids. That's what they don't know. That's what the message needs to get to them.
Exactly.
If our president is black, what else can't we do?
Exactly. Totally. I totally agree, man. I mean, there's just so much madness going on, and honestly, I think it starts at home. So many parents themselves is lost.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I was fortunate enough to have my mom and great support, some grandmother and my family. Just support me with basketball. Just like all of us. So it's just a great thing all around. Sterling Tate,
V, what's up?
my man, right there, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Sterling Tate is,
Pearl.
Sterling Pearl.
Yep. Yeah, B, I've been a tournament I run on Tuesday and Thursday at Franklin Park called Say the Hood basketball tournament. Guys that don't play basketball for high school teams and none of the guys that's hanging in the corner. Come on, get your butt in here. We got something for you up at the park. And every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm approximately saving 50, 60 lives for a 2-hour span on Tuesday and Thursdays, get them off the street.
So,
come on here, man, shoot some hoops. I'm refereeing. We okay. We safe haven up there.
Right. That's great, man. A long time,
for a minute, man.
Y'all guys been going for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, I got my mom in the building, Miss Carla Koch-Naphtali, founder of Hands of Hope for You. She got some great things coming up as well. In the next few weeks, actually. Tell them about it, Mom.
Hello out there. Wow, yes, Hands of Hope for You is a Christian nonprofit organization that gives hope and services and meets the needs of families throughout Illinois. We were blessed to affectionately adopt 2 interim housing locations called Primo Center. They both are located on the west side of Chicago. And it's really a blessing to be able to make a connection with us. We all have something that we're dealing with. We all got issues.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think one of the most important message among us is even though we are adults, we make mistakes. And we don't always get it right. I was pregnant with Brandon when I was 15. And because of those old schoolers that believed in me, and of course, as Brandon mentioned, the home, my mom she's a retired worker of Cook County Hospital, but she was able to encourage me in that falling time and tell me that pregnancy is not a disease, it's a condition. And you're going to continue on through high school and graduate. And I went on to college. And I am truly one that is personal to me when I work with my families that have situations, because I'll never forget where I came from. And we have to help our children. Over 50% of children in the CPS schools live in shelters. And those numbers are not okay. They are not okay. So I am here today to talk about July 23rd. We'll kick off our 2nd annual Rubies on the Runway, Inside Out. And that's a time where the women in the shelter will have a makeover. They get a full makeover. We have a couple of sponsors. We are also looking for more support if anyone wants to jump in on that. It's going to be 5634 West Chicago Avenue at the Miracle Center Annex. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. And this time, the ladies will strut the runway. They will walk the runway and receive a spiritual makeover, makeup and hair. That Girl Boutique in Worth, Illinois are providing us with gowns. The ladies will get a chance to select their gowns, and their children will see them in a new light.
Yeah.
They will get a chance to experience a transformation, an event of transformation is what we're calling it. And this year, they're collaborating with BLC, Live Life Cancer Foundation.
That's my foundation, everybody.
Brandon Cox is the founder of BLC, Live Life Foundation, and excited because it's going to give the opportunity for my son and I to collaborate our charities together and really allow God to just get all the glory.
Yes.
So we're spotlighting homeless and cancer survivors this year. So we encourage you all to support us.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Come out and support, y'all. Come out and support.
Totally interested. I'm always posting the information on my Facebook. So I'm sure y'all see me all up and down your timeline all the time. So that information will be out there as well. All right, let's talk about the basketball. Chicago, the Mecca. You know, everybody, I'm going to say this, you know, everybody always talk about New York is the Mecca of basketball. I disagree. I think Chicago is the Mecca of basketball. We got so many hoopers, so many guys that have been so many places, you know what I mean? Even in the league, like it's Chicago, you know what I mean? We took over. So I'm going to start off on the end. Sean Harrington, tell me how you feel about that.
Well, first of all, let me say this. One thing about Chicago and New York, Chicago ain't about flair.
Totally.
New York,
I agree.
Chicago, we're about getting buckets. Anybody that's at this table got a reputation from getting buckets and winning, not just because they had handles or cross somebody over.
True.
Now, I had this conversation with somebody. The perfect example I like to use, I tell people about Anthony Davis all the time.
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere in Kentucky in the league.
Yeah.
Everybody like, where was he in high school?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah.
In Chicago, if you're not winning, you're not considered as one of those elite players. He was not winning in high school. He got his reputation from AAU, but nobody knew who this kid was really until he went to Kentucky going into his senior year. Right. And I tell people that's Chicago basketball. Just because you got a name somewhere, if you not getting buckets and winning games in championships in Chicago, you don't get that. You don't get the Amari Sawyer, Jimmy Sanders tag. You know what I'm saying? Those guys got buckets and can go to their high school gym and point their banners.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. That's the difference. They talk about that flair. And one, they never came here and won.
Never.
And this the only place I think that's undefeated against A&1. That's another thing. Right. So it's about getting buckets, man. Anybody in Chicago got a reputation for playing basketball. Right. Wherever they was at, they was winners.
I remember Hot Sauce and all them came to IT. If y'all not familiar with IT, those were the days of hooping right there. That was the real. All right, man. Like Sterling, tell me how you feel about that, man.
With Chicago basketball, it's the hub. Like Sean said, everything's come through Chicago, through AAU, whoever like that. We got them D Rose and Davis. Everybody know we represent Chicago real well.
Right.
But the only thing I have a problem with, our Chicago kids don't never stay home to go to their schools.
True.
We always go out. All this time we got in Chicago, Illinois, we branch out and look at Illinois basketball right now. Stay home or DePaul, stay your local school. Look up, we'll be a powerhouse. Right. If not, we struggling right now. We got a down year for Chicago basketball. Right. But if the kids just stay home, in their roots, their grassroots, and look how a powerhouse would be if everybody would stay home.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I guess I'm guilty. I ended up going to Iowa out of Austin, but I totally agree with that. How you feel about that, Jimmy?
Man, I love Chicago basketball. Like the T-shirt say, I am Chicago basketball.
Totally.
Think about it. The last couple of years, Chicago produced 2 number 1 picks. And Jabari Parker #2, and a lot of other cats who made it. So we're strong, Then back in the days when Amari Sawyers, the David Baileys and all them kind of guys. Yeah. Them guys led the way to the guys that want to be us now. They want to be us now. So I know I'm getting old when the little kids want to be me and stuff. So, but I referee, so I see the young kids as they maturing and getting better. We're gonna be good for a long time, man. We got a lot of good talent who's gonna lead us into the future, and we still got a lot of guys who still want to play.
Yeah.
And right now, I destroy any 38-year-old in New York right now.
Y'all hear that? So y'all watch it.
But 38 years old, that's it. Can't be 33, 38.
And y'all better check out that video on his Facebook, man. I seen you doing that. I seen it. Sawyer, legendary man with the handle. Again, ended my high school career. What's happening? How you feel about that?
I apologize. Oh man. For one, I ain't never lost New York, so I ain't never had too much respect for him. No way.
I feel you.
Like Shake said, it's all flash.
Totally.
Here's hard nosed, gritty, get in your face.
Of course.
It could be Austin or it could be Wales. Right. You have a tough game.
True. True.
It could be one of the powerhouses, Simeons, or the Kings, or the Western houses.
Yeah.
But you going Oi. That's a 2-point game.
2-point game. Yeah.
Because ain't nobody scared of you here.
True.
You got to prove
True.
it. Nobody care what your name is.
Right. And I think we did that, man, along the way, man, throughout the years, man, when N1 was really popping. I mean, honestly, to me, like, I really think the only guy that really was legit was Skip. was ready for Austin. To me,
Yeah.
that was decent. They had a decent game.
I like Alamo, the
Okay.
tall point. He had some games to him.
Yeah.
Outside of the flash.
Right.
He still was a 6'6", 6'7".
Right, doing this thing.
You don't get too many of those.
Yeah, and plus up here we play a 5-second count, so you can't
Right.
drill the ball.
And that's where they run into.
Make your mind up.
In regards to how basketball is right now from back when we all was playing opposed to now, how do you all think it has changed? And I'm gonna go back around starting with Sean Harrington.
Well, for me, I'm right now I'm still on medical leave from work, but I'm a special ed teacher and I'm assistant coach up there. Right. So and I tell our kids all the time, I'll play back when I played. They're just not tough enough, not mentally tough enough to be able to take constructive criticism and not let it affect them the next play on the court. So, I was in there getting into them all the time prior to the incident, and I was practicing with him every day. Yeah. And I was just tough most of them. I told them, well, if you could say when I say y'all to be our ball, you would have been the water boy, manager or something. Right. They just wouldn't be able to play when I played. And Shane's with Jimmy about I got a 13 and under AAU team. And the kids so different that we caught the bus to the game. Right. If the parents don't bring the kids to the game, now they're not coming to practice, they're not coming to games, none of that. So it's just so different. So like I say, the toughness has changed a lot, which in turn coaching has changed a lot. It's a lot. All our coaches was gritty, get in your face, and that's why I think that helped develop us as young men too, develop our character. We was able to take that constructive criticism. But now you say that to a kid, he'll fold up, or you got to worry about him reacting, or something like that. So it's a fragile state, but we got a lot of talent. The kids, that's one thing I've gotten through being interacting with the kid every day, being able to relate to them on different levels. Because all these right. And as your mom stated, over 50% of them, half of them I know at Marshall that they'll go home to a hot meal. Exactly. So we're doing just as much parenting as we're doing teaching with a lot of them. And at this stage right now, it truly is going to take a village. It's going to take all of us to help these kids, because every kid dealing with a different situation. Right. You're the kid hanging around after school because it ain't nothing for him to go home to, ain't nothing to eat. He's trying to get an extra sandwich or something like that, or every kid, somebody coach them get $2 or $3 to get a sandwich on the way home, stuff like that. So we do just as much parenting as we do coaching. I wouldn't change for the world though. I ain't complaining about it. I love doing what I do. I love interacting with these kids. The fact that I can relate to them on their level, and I still hold their attention and share knowledge with them. Yeah. The one like Jimmy says, we ain't gonna be able to get through to them all, but the ones that we get through, we make sure we keep them on the right track, and hopefully we got to push that education. That's what it got to be. A lot of them, they don't want to go to school. That's the bottom line. That's that now generation. They can click on the internet or the enter key on the keyboard and get everything instantly. They don't want to work for nothing. So we got to get them back to working hard and for what they get.
Totally, I agree.
So let me ask you, how do you provide what's your up to expose their needs? You mentioned you working in special ed, so that has to be an event.
Every kid has a report, an individual evaluation report. The kids that I deal with over the summer going to school, we have to read these 40-page report on their needs, their likes, and they kind of don't like. So we kind of got a feel for the kids. So over the course of the year, it's kind of learning the curve of getting to know these kids, spending time with them in the classroom, in the hallways, in the cafeteria, and stuff like that. And just once you get them to trust you and respect you, and then they go a long way. I got different kids, different strokes, different folks. Mm-hmm. I can tell when they're getting annoyed with being in the classroom for too long. Sometimes the class periods are too long. They got a real short attention span. I take them out and just literally one walk around the hallway and back to the classroom for a minute, and they fine. Some of them I might take off and just Marshall got a couple of nice picturesque windows that look out over Garfield Park, and sometimes they just get a little riled up because some of them can't grasp the concept, the lesson right then and there. Some of the other kids are. So like I say, with special ed, you never know what it is. So the approach, it's definitely patience, because you can't just fly off the handle with them when you're dealing with special ed kids. Because like I say, a lot of them, like I say, it's coming from home. So like my approach is just different with all of them. I try if what I'm doing ain't working, I just ease up and try to see if another teacher, somebody that can get through to them. But most of the kids, you'll be amazed. Most of them, once they get the call for Coach Harrington. Once they get down in security office, they don't want to talk to them. But I got a report with most of them where they'll open up and they'll talk to me. I might be able to get them to calm down sometime, not all the time. I get out my face every now and then too, but you know, you just gotta show their patience with most of them and let them know you care.
I totally agree on that. You just tuning in. This is the B Smoove Radio Show, live on IntellectualRadio.com. Question right now, I'm asking, how did the game change opposed to now? Sterling Tate, let me hear what you got to say on that, man.
Well, I'm the oldest statement of the guys up here. Well, we got all our heart from the basketball court outside, which is, I think, taken away now with the future guys. They don't want to play outside no more. That was tough. We got knocked down. We got it was on the block. Now it's a cushion on the field. We do this. You can't play outdoors. I add it up for the future of the kids. It's just no toughness. It's very finesse.
I agree.
It wasn't raised right when we got all our heart. Now you got to make a hard. Yeah.
Parker, he said the same thing.
Outdoors. Start outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, that's how y'all my toughness at with the older guys knocking me down and made me tough when I played against guys my age. Because I've been picked on by the older guys all my life. So got my size, I look at him, it's green light.
Right.
Now you can't do nothing with me.
I can remember that that was it, you know, in the summertime coming to the courts, that was the thing to do, you know, up in Mason, Columbus Park, you know,
Marillac House.
Yeah,
right.
Everywhere.
That was it. That was your place to go.
Yeah.
You know, on the weekends, tournament, you know. Yeah, I'm in the day. Yeah, Brandon's
Austin
dad.
Tiger.
I'm a Tiger, but I remember that. That was the thing.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Columbus Park too, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Blacktop.
Shout out to Columbus. Delano, so shit. Shout out.
Yeah.
Mason. Everywhere. We have to
It's totally a lot of.
And like you said, your question of the day is, I can give you an example. When we was playing, our mama didn't come out the stands and walk all the way around to the bench and bring a kid a Gatorade during the game. We couldn't do that. You had to wait till after the game. You know, these kids, they spoiled. You know what I'm saying? They getting a lot and they not really working hard like we did.
Yeah.
Like with me, I started off playing in the back of alleys. You know what I'm saying? We invented a basketball tournament in alleys from street to street. Every block had a team in the alley. Had their own court, bike rims and nets, crates.
Right. How many crates and bike rims we done tore up out here?
They don't know about that. In the snow,
man, I got
a
flat tire here. Let me go take these folks out of here.
Yeah. So we I know it's a different era now that Stephen Curry shooting 40-foot bombs. I see the kids, they want to be Steph Curry now. You know, it's just the game changing. You can't even foul nobody. They can't do nothing to nobody no more. Right. So it's a different game. It's a different time. So but everything's still good. But back then we was way more tougher then.
Oh yeah, totally. How you feel about that, Mark?
I think that's too much of a business for them. Yeah. Everybody wants the Nikes and the Reeboks and whatever they give away for free, and don't want to put in the work to get them. Right. We had to go make our name first. Then we got the free stuff.
For real.
Then you got the boxes. Then you got all the free stuff.
Yeah. Now it's unless you just went to King.
Right.
Yeah.
This dude right here was the first dude I knew had his own hype.
You know, hey. It was a great place to be during that time. You know,
it wasn't a bad place to be.
Can I end this Facebook debate they had up? Look, Amari Sawyer is a better passer than me, man. That ain't a no-brainer. So you heard it right here on the B Smoove show. Amari Sawyer just kill all that, y'all. Stop doing all that stuff, y'all.
Like
Come
Jimmy
on,
Sanders,
y'all.
I wouldn't have been that good.
So,
I spent all my summers going to social center at Weston House. For everybody that don't know, I live 2 blocks from West House. Everybody just knew I was going to West House, but I mean, the dude from out south came, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to turn.
But you had a great career, though. You know, your career was excellent, man.
Right.
You know, so we all fans too.
A lot of hoopers left the South Side for Coach Cox now.
Yeah. I mean, totally. Shout out to Stan Thomas.
All of them that went out there was stars or one of them guys that came through that program.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's hard to turn him down when he comes. He's outside of all the swag he gonna give you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got all the players you need. Especially for a point guard. I got 3 6'10s.
Yeah.
I got a 6'7" wing.
Man.
Like how do you turn that down as a point?
We all had a powerhouse.
Right.
And totally like I got hit so hard by Leon in my head through an elbow, but
you must was holding him.
You know what? I think so.
Yeah, cause he elbowed you when you holding him. I know that.
Totally.
I got this guy right here.
Yeah.
That's a Lil Dave.
Lil Dave.
He tried to hit Lil Dave.
I had a mother moment doing that.
Yeah, my mom was there.
I had a mother moment doing that.
Shout out to Frank Lolino, my head coach at Austin High School, man. He just reached out to me on Facebook. Everybody that's tuning in on IntellectualRadio.com, just want to say thank you for tuning in right now. Shout out to Randy Hogholm, Lincoln Park High School, former Chicago Bull. I see you. And, man, you know, it's a great time, you know, just being here, interacting with Chicago Public League. I had a chance to play at Weber under Terry Head. And honestly, no knock to Corey Maggette or none of those guys, but man, you know, the Catholic League can't even compare to the public league, man. I mean, any of y'all played in the Catholic?
I played at Hales my first year in high school, and it was pretty tough. They had guys like Antoine Walker, you know, that crew, Simeon, Jerry G. Tony Thurman, all them guys. It was tough. It was real tough back then. Right now, I really don't follow the Catholic League too much, so I don't really know who they have. But back then, it was tough when I was playing. I know that.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad though.
Yeah, it was. You know, I'm not gonna say it was.
Y'all had some weapons on y'all team too. Now, don't leave that out.
Yeah, we was all right, man. You know,
Right.
Who else? Leonard was with y'all too?
Leonard, Joel, Bullock.
Shout out to Joel.
That team, look.
You trying to act like they was Shannon.
That 93 Hales team had like 50 all-stars in the building. Like it was crazy. They started leaving though like every day. So, you know, it was fun time back then, 93, y'all.
All right. Another thing, since you guys been around a lot of leagues currently, you know, what's some of the young talent we should watch out for that's going on? Because you reference,
man, like you could basically say all Simeon, Bogan, Morgan, Paul, Marshall, North London. I mean, everybody, man. Everybody got some killers. Everybody got killers. Public league. So really, I ain't gonna single out nobody. It's a lot of great talent, man, coming from all these schools. That's that really could play and get it done. So I'm not gonna really put nobody's name out there, but just Red West, the Red South, because it's gonna be a dogfight next year. So I give props to all the guys because I referee them now, and I see what they doing. So,
right. What about you, Sterling? Some new talent out here.
Same as Jimmy said, Red probably is coming up, next couple of years with their classes, and the young guy from a scenario, Khalil Willie, like #1 freshman right now in Chicago, and I think he's finna transfer. He just posted to prep school in New Jersey. I think his daddy lived down there, former Marshall star.
Don't know how he got up out of our hands. Good Kelly
Willie. That's his son. He going to prep school. Yeah, that's his son.
Wow. Yeah.
Going to prep school in New Jersey. That town right there from Chicago and up in Raston right now it's ugly.
Yeah. I do got to analyze this one kid. He gonna be the #1 2-year-old in the nation, y'all. Check him out on Facebook, y'all. The #1 2-year-old. I mean, that's how they rate these kids now. You know what I'm saying? 3-year-old #1 in the nation now. Okay, so y'all look on the nation, y'all.
#1 2-year-old. All right, y'all listening to the B Smoove Radio Show. Coming back, we're gonna ask some more hot questions. to these great guys, and we'll talk to y'all in a second. We're gonna take a brief break.
It's nice here, man. You got it nice.
Tune in to the B Smoove Radio Show.
Miss Bling, Brandon Cox on your radio. IntellectualRadio.com.
All right, everybody, we back to the B Smoove Radio Show. We live on IntellectualRadio.com. Sorry about that. We're here with some of the great guys, some of the great names that's known in basketball in Chicago. Jimmy Sanders, got Amari Sawyer in the house, the great Sterling Tate, Harrington. All right, so we back. So another question I want to ask, man. Right now in the NBA, how do you guys see also how the game has changed back then, like the true power forwards, the true centers, the true everybody at every position, opposed to how it has changed now? Because I know politics has played a major role in changing the game. I was just talking to my dad about this yesterday. Barry, how do you think it has changed? Like the NBA, I think the NBA has totally gotten soft.
Super soft.
Yeah. Sean?
Yeah. When somebody was saying this the other day, Jordan would have averaged 50 if they couldn't touch him.
Man,
you know what I mean? But it relate. I guess that's kind of why the kids getting soft today. I was just saying about how the kids couldn't play back in our era, but they changed. They changing it a little bit too much. I'm from the Red West. Man, we play defense out west.
Man.
If they don't lock down, but we're about being able to get down and get the defense no more. You know, so that's how it's changed to me. It's gotten they done took the physicalness out the game. But on the flip side of that, I can say that I think for the most part, I grew up taught a position, and most of the kids now, Kevin Durant, LeBron James they taught basketball, and I think it started overseas. Dirk, you see all these 7-footers come over here playing basketball. So now we're getting to the point where we should just a lot of players are being taught basketball instead of taught a position. So that's a small positive, I guess I can say I see in the NBA right now.
Right.
The game has changed a lot now. Back in the day, if your center was shoot, a sub would be at the table waiting on him. It's like, wow, it's okay for the big man to shoot the three now. And I'm always come from the old school. I really don't really like that right now today. You know, it's about pounding the ball down low, the toughness and the physical playing. Now it's very finesse. Everything outside is just, you want to get touched. Like I say, Jordan would have been easy, score 60 probably a game. He's been being touched. And then he had to go through Detroit in the day. And right now you can't do that now when they were doing the bad boys back in the day.
Man,
LeBron would be able to handle it. Hand check, foul. You know, it just changed tremendously. You just, man, Pistons laid it down on you back in the day. You know, you had to man up. That's how Jordan and Pippen man up, and then made Jordan because going after to keep going that night. Curry hit the three now. I'm not.
Hey, what about the Knicks though? My mom just said the Knicks. Shout out to the main man, Anthony Mason. Man, was a beast down there. Shout out to Anthony Mason. And honestly, like I had a chance to
the first LeBron.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Like I had a chance to really be out, and honestly, it really hurt me when he passed. He was a great guy, man. Like he was a beast on the court, but was a classy dude. But I mean, even look at Rodman now. Like some of those players, like back then, you can't even compare any of them of this time to any of those back then.
And who else they got a rule book on how to guard them? A book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not a play or a scheme. Jordan rules.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, man.
You're right.
Book.
Right. What about you know, everybody been throwing up the comparison of Jordan and Kobe. How do you all think they're similar in their ways of playing the game of basketball?
To me, they both played the game hard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are always gonna compare all the time. You know, that's how it is. But they both gave the game. I can't 96.
Right.
I played Kobe a few times at AAU in the tournaments. Right. You know, I saw the wheel then. You know, you could see it. He not one in the nation. This one no flop. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody comparing who better. It really don't matter to me who better. Cause they both gave me a show. You know what I'm saying? And they both gave the game everything they have, and they both was winners. So, one if he won or two. We both had some super great careers.
Right. How you feel about that, Mari?
I ain't gonna even speak on Kobe. I ain't a Kobe friend. Like I'll let one of y'all speak on that.
I ain't no Kobe fan either. I gotta give credit where credit due. It took him to admit that how much he admired Jordan for me to be able, because for the longest time, I grew up watching Bill Russell. Jerry West, and I don't see none of them in your game. I don't even think that dude. I think his first tape was "Come Fly with Me." That he did everything, and but he, like I say, he had a great career. But that's where the comparison stopped, man, because Jordan changed the whole economy. Right. You know, on the court, that logo, you can put that logo on anything. Right. Like you got the logo on right now. Think about this though. They could take just this man's head and put it on his cologne. Remember Jordan had the cologne? Yeah. Just the silhouette. They knew the silhouette of their head from around over in Paris. We Jordan. You know we Jordan. When they know the silhouette of your head, that's crazy.
You run them back, the swag, the bow leg.
Right. Totally. Now let me ask you this. Back to Chicago hoops. There has been a big back and forth between me and a lot of people. I'm sure y'all have had this conversation too. Highest jumper between Ronnie Fields and Paul McPherson.
Ronnie Fields. Love. Sure. I played with both. Went to school with one. I played with both. This ain't no knock. Ronnie had like a 80-inch vertical. I could be wrong, but no, Ronnie in reality just being real. Ronnie Fields had Paul had that power, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was different,
vertical or stride.
But Ronnie jumped a little bit higher than Paul in high school, but Paul jumped higher than him in college after Ronnie had the accident. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna take Paul because He gonna get on me if I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's totally people let you know.
I'm gonna be biased. He a Blue Demon, so
right,
I'm gonna take Paul.
Right. Yeah, I had my experience when I was playing at Kennedy King. Shout out to Coach Willie Little, R.I.P. man, great guy. Had a chance to spend a lot of time with Paul, you know, in our practice and stuff like that. And Paul just talented, man. Like come out a crossover up into a windmill, like I never seen it before until he did it. You know what I mean?
No, people don't give Paul a lot of credit for his knowledge of the game.
Totally.
Yeah, big time knowledge.
He knows his history of the game. He knows all the stats, like
everything.
Man, him and his dad sit around and talk ball all day.
Yeah.
You get caught up one of them conversations, then go on.
Yeah, all day.
Paul shot 78% his first year at Tallahassee. 78% from the field. First year at Tallahassee, y'all. If y'all don't know that, you know he was a good guy too, man. We're a real good guy, man. We hung out a lot, you know. So it's a good debate.
Totally. I agree.
I know everybody got it. Can I share Ronnie Field's story if it's okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, Ronnie, this is the 8th grade. I think this had to be I think it might have been my sophomore year. I think it's 8th grade. We had a tournament at Marshall.
Right.
And he went to Mason, right?
Yep.
It's a scramble of the ball. We sitting there, you know, it's after school, so we just sitting there watching the show that we heard about Ronnie Field. It's a score for the ball. It's about 4 guys, 2 from each team already scrambling for the ball. This dude just reached in and picked the ball up by the dotted line and drop step. No joke. Pick the ball up, turn around, and drop step. I'm talking about literally put it on his back. I said, man, y'all get on out here. That boy is not in no 8th grade. Y'all can stop playing with me. I walked out the gym like, man, y'all stop playing. That boy is not. I'm talking about they fighting for it. He just walked in there like they moved out his way. Put it on his back and dunked the ball. And they trying to tell me this boy was 13, 14 years old. I said, man, y'all know I left on that.
Yeah. Man, like talent, like we got so much talent here in Chicago, it's ridiculous. Starting with those guys. Another question I have, and this one is, I'm not going to say it's off of basketball, but we have a lot of single moms out there. We have a lot of women that's involved with their children, you know, in the game of basketball nowadays. And this question to my mom, you know, with me playing basketball since I almost came out the womb and you being there for me and just, you know, being that support system, like what advice can you give the single mother that has multiple kids or just their child to you know, really be there and stay by their kid?
No, each child is different.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest child will struggle a little more than the following siblings, my opinion, because they're trying to find identity. Each child has to have their own space and healthiness to find themselves, and that's to struggle. So as a single parent, I can remember having sons. I had to reflect where I had came from, and that was the streets. I didn't always do it right, and I had to make a decision within myself and looking at my children and deciding what I wanted for them. And so as a sometimes you can see your children and want something for them, but you have to remember that you were once a child. So single moms out there, I would encourage you to don't forget that you were once, you know, young and you didn't always do, you know, the things that your parents wanted you to do. So it's all about connection. It's all about connection as a parent and child. You want to, that's the most important thing. I always tell my sons to tell me the truth, no matter integrity. Being open and honest is the most powerful connection that a parent and a child can possess. You're able to believe and trust. You know, that trust foundation is everything. And that's one of the most grateful moments that I can share, you know, in Brandon here is
Yeah, I'm 36, y'all.
Brandon is 36. I have a 30-year-old, and then I have this will be 20 in August, and they are all men of integrity. I say that to any single moms out there, no matter what your child has gone through, just all hug them, hug. I wrestled with each. I always was really compassionate about ensuring that something possessed. If you give your son all the love and compassion, no other woman can give it to him. They don't. They will not be swept away. Step into them in that way, because you will have made that one-on-one connection. Yeah.
Me, single parent.
That's it.
Yeah.
Since I was started playing at 3.
Yeah. Can I say one thing, Brandon?
Yeah.
I want to look as I look down this table, Sterling, but as I listen to you all talk about the reflections of the history of basketball and the comparisons, it's character. Each one of you have your own stories, and where you have journeyed from in the younger day and now the community, and engage in the duration. It's building character, and I think that's one of the most important things that you all can probably feel good about sharing as you work with our young generation, with our younger guys, is no matter what, when you talk about being in character and tough and soft, character, and I see a lot of character down the table here.
Thank you so much.
And that's so powerful for our young men out here to know that it's good, as a mom, to sit here and see that you're giving back character. That's the thing that's gonna keep you. Yeah.
Along with being raised by women like you, all that character at this table came from us through sports.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sports prepared me to deal with the situation I'm in right now. Basketball taught me so many. I'm able to sit here and say, like you made a difference, as you can see on the end. You raised a great man. But I think that that's part of it that I was trying to use sports as a tool to continue on the character.
Wow.
Another thing too, I know a lot of you all have, a few of you all have played charity basketball game, the Hoop Challenge, July 30th. So if y'all want to play, y'all already know that door open. And we have fun.
I'm always gonna support you, B. So I'm there, every year, all the time.
Yeah, I already know that.
Anything I could do.
Oh, you already.
I'm off this year.
Hey, you ain't said nothing about now. Don't be playing. I got so much respect for you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Man, it's just, we need the energy that we bring together, the way we stick together, staying in communication, and doing everything we don't really need to continue to do that. Like, embarrassed to say I'm a role model, because that's what I am. That's what you are. That's what you are. That's you are. You are. These kids need positive energy to hold on to. But, we just got to keep definitely looking forward to playing in tournament.
This Sunday, y'all, at West House is going to be great in the 8. Free for the kids. So bring your kids on out. You get a chance, we're giving away a few things, and we're going to have a good time Sunday. So West House this Sunday, 10.
Yeah. We got alumni come out, see some good basketball, man, and yes, I am.
Hey,
Had a great
y'all
time
was at
last
us beat last year. Y'all fought a little bit against
Yeah.
us last year.
Yeah, it was tough.
Man, stop playing. These guys 40 and over came out pressing 2-2-1 full court from the
Right,
jump
right.
ball. 2-2-1. Now that's what we talking about right there. All that stuff about was basketball. These guys come out in the full court press.
They would do it again because someone didn't go to work last week. The week after that, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of tired people who needed Medicaid. So we're gonna take it easy this Sunday, just all for fun. So come on now, y'all.
Yep. All right, all for coming in. It was a pleasure. Mama, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Looking forward to Ruby's on the runway. Amari, appreciate it, man. As usual, thanks for supporting me. Jimmy, same thing. Sterling, same thing. Sean, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Everybody that's tuning in, thank you for reaching out and encouraging me to do this, because I had a lot of people in my ear talking to me and everything. So I'm great. Follow me on Instagram. Follow my social media. Instagram, B Smoove 34, and also like me on Facebook. It's Brandon L. Cox, and also like the B Smoove radio show. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it.
This is the Video Show.
The Chicago Bridge Magazine.
iHeartRadio.
Just sit back and be smooth and pop on your radio. Just sit back and be smooth.
Jerome, let's go and do this thing, man. Yeah. You ready? What you got, $1 in your pocket? This is the B Smoove Radio.
The Chicago Bridge Magazine.
Tune in live. iHeartRadio.
IntellectualRadio.com.
You ain't got it.